Hey guys, it's Melanie. I hope you are having a fantastic Sunday. Welcome back. So today Lisa and I are bringing you part 2 of our fall collab. I think it's been 2 weeks ago now, we each shared our top 5 favorite Scentsy wax melts for 2023, at least the fall. We like to do these videos seasonally together. So the one that we did for the summer, we were actually able to do when I visited her back on Memorial Day weekend. We were not able to figure out a time to get together for this fall video. We probably, because the holidays are getting really busy, won't have time to do this for the holiday video either, but we are definitely looking at getting together early in the new year. I need some friend time. So anyway, if you are not familiar with who Lisa is, if you are just tuning into this video, if you're newer to my channel, Lisa is, she is not only my Scentsy consultant. I don't personally sell Scentsy myself. I have no interest in that. But I really enjoy the product, and I have for a number of years. And it was actually Lisa who introduced me to Scentsy. She originally reached out to me because she had a question about something that I had done some videos about, and so we just kind of started chatting because of that topic. It had nothing to do with Scentsy. But through that, we just kind of eventually became friends, and, you know, like, as, you know, friends grow, like, you know, I was asking her about what she does, and you know, she was telling me at the time she was in the dental field, and we were talking about that, and she was like, and I also sell this stuff called Scentsy on the side, and I was like, oh, I've heard of that. And she was like, yeah, I really enjoy the product. And at that point, she was just kind of selling it because it kind of helped her with, you know, her Scentsy fix. But I started buying some stuff from her and just fell in love with not only the fragrances, but also the warmers. I love Scentsy warmers. So in the video that we each shared a couple weeks ago, we not only shared our top 5 fragrances for this fall, but also shared our favorite Scentsy warmers. So in this video, this particular collab, this is something newer that we started doing. Lisa and I both really like coming up with unique blends. So taking 2 completely different Scentsy fragrances and blending them together. I always do it in the same warmer, and I feel like for the most part, Lisa does it this way as well, where you just take 1 cube from one bar and 1 cube from another bar, put them in the same warmer. But another way to tackle this is to just put 2 of the same scent in one of your Scentsy warmers and 2 of, you know, the coordinating scent into another Scentsy warmer and letting them kind of meld together that way. But for me, I actually like putting them into the same warmer and then coming up with some really great unique combinations. This is a great way for me to kind of scratch the itch for something new when I don't necessarily have the budget to place a Scentsy order. I will take what I currently have and just start mixing some things together to come up with something different, something unique, something interesting, right? Don't get me wrong, sometimes I come up with some gross combinations and I'm just like, let's turn that off. Let's change that wax out right away. But other times I have come up with some really great unique combinations. And so today I'm gonna be giving you my 5 what I think are pretty interesting combinations. Honestly, it took me a while to come up with these 5, and this is why this video, it was supposed to go up last Sunday, but I asked Lisa if I could have some more time because I was really kind of struggling with a few of these blends. I knew that there were a few fragrances that I wanted to find like a partner for, but it was a little bit hard with harder with this catalog because I really tried to stay away from my Scentsy Club. There's one thing that you will see from my Scentsy Club, but I will give you an alternative that is currently available. You should be able to get all of these bars, with the exception of this one. I'm not sure why Sandalwood Tangerine is not currently available. I thought that it was, because I've purchased it this fall. So I don't know if this is just currently sold out or what the deal is, but I think a lot of people have this Sandalwood Tangerine because it was just recently available. So I'm counting it. So anyway, as always, be sure to check out Lisa's version of this video. I will be listing and linking her channel and her video in the description box down below. Go show Lisa some love if you haven't. She is just an incredible human being. I adore her. And yeah, she really truly is one of my best friends. We talk every single day, and I know that you guys will love her as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now I'm gonna get started with something that you will probably actually see again for the holiday version of this video that we do intend on doing together as well. Normally, I don't get into tree scents, so balsam, fir, Fraser, pine, you know, I don't get into fragrances like that until I put my Christmas trees out. Then I love holiday tree scents, but typically for the fall, I don't get into them. This fall, however, is an exception. I don't know what it is, but I have been loving some of my holiday tree scents kind of early this year. So a combination that I always enjoy together is, for example, Very Snowy Spruce. If you don't like Very Snowy Spruce, you can pick another tree scent that Scentsy has available, and I love pairing it with a gourmand. Now, I like the basic vanilla gourmands. So here I have Happy Birthday, which to me smells like Funfetti birthday cake. This is a fabulous combination together if you happen to have both. By the way, you don't have to get this in the brick. I purchased it in the brick because I love it, so more for me. But you can also get this in just the regular bars. But if you don't have Happy Birthday in your club for whatever reason, which, why do you not? This is the best scent ever. But take either sugar cookie or vanilla bean buttercream and pair it with Very Snowy Spruce. Such a great combination. If you really like Wishing for Christmas from Kringle, which if you have not tried that, hop to it. It is an incredible holiday scent. I will link that down below. It's so good. But it's basically a like a holiday gourmand. So in the case of Wishing for Christmas, it's like a sugar cookie dough mixed with a pine. And it's a really lovely combination. It basically smells like you are baking goodies during Christmas time. It's fabulous. If you've never thought to pair a tree scent with a gourmand like a vanilla bean buttercream or a sugar cookie, you got to try that this year. It's a fantastic combination. I just cannot talk about that enough. By the way, the snoring that you're hearing is from my trusty assistant. Sorry, the camera's not going to scroll down that far, but he is in my lap right now. So please enjoy the free pug ASMR. Okay, next we have a combination that I have really enjoyed in our master bedroom. I am someone who is not only like a very seasonal home fragrance consumer, like I definitely, you know, like I mentioned with the tree scents, typically those I will only utilize during the holidays. But I am also a very, like, I have specific areas of the house that I have very specific ideas for in terms of like what these areas should smell like. So for example, I don't tend to put gourmands in the bathroom. I think that's weird. I like fresh scents in the bathroom. In our master bedroom, I also don't really love gourmands up there. I love to do florals in the master bedroom. I love to do slightly more cologne-y scents up there, perfumey scents. And this combination right here has been fabulous. And this falls in line with that kind of slightly perfuminess that I like in a master bedroom fragrance. So here we have Sandalwood Tangerine. Now this is, I did not currently see this on the website, but it was recently available. So I don't know if it's just currently sold out or what the deal is. You can ask Lisa about why this isn't on the website, but I'm assuming a lot of you probably potentially have this. So take your Sandalwood Tangerine, which is a beautiful sandalwood and citrus. The tangerine in here is so good, you guys. It cuts a little bit of that like woodiness that you get from the sandalwood note in here. It just kind of softens it, and honestly for me makes it a little bit more palatable. I love citrus. But if you pair that with pink leather, this is such a beautiful combination. So this has notes of, I believe, wild strawberry. Yeah, wild strawberry, rich vanilla, and pink leather. So the leather note comes across as geez Louise, very rich, very sophisticated. Oh, it just smells so pretty. Like this on its own, I think is really lovely. I don't think you have to mix any of these fragrances with anything else for them to be just absolutely fantastic. But this one here, I thought the combination of the tangerine and the strawberry were just really interesting together. And I think that the leather and the sandalwood play really well together. So these two give you just a slightly sweeter, perfumey type scent. Really the only, like, I don't know. I would definitely call both of these perfumey scents. I guess you could say this one's a little bit more masculine, this one's a little bit more feminine. But together, they just make a fantastic combo. And I just cannot say enough about this combo here. If you have both of these, you have to try this combination. It is beautiful. It's perfect in the bedroom. It smells romantic, and it just, I don't know. I really like this one. My perfume loving self is just enthralled with this one. In fact, if I could find a body spray or like an eau de parfum in this exact combination, I would wear it in a heartbeat. So good together. All right, next we have what I also thought made another great bedroom scent. Now this one I was warming in our guest bedroom upstairs. This is Palo Santo Cinnamon and Cashmere Leaves. So here we have the combination of an apple with a slightly incensey Palo Santo. Now, I was really kind of struggling to find something to pair this Palo Santo cinnamon with. I think this is I think okay on its own. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would on its own, but I wanted to find something that I thought this would mesh well with, and I opted for the Cashmere Leaves. Now this is a combination of what they call apple and cashmere spices. I'm not exactly sure what you would call cashmere spices, but this, it has a touch of spice to it. Really the emphasis here is kind of on a sweet, kind of baked apple type scent. The spices that I get from here is just a touch of cinnamon, maybe like a touch of like a star anise type note. Nothing overly spicy. This definitely is a little heavier on the apple than it is on the cashmere spices. But when paired with the Palo Santo and cinnamon, and the notes in here, by the way, are Palo Santo, Italian bergamot, clove leaf, and cinnamon bark, I feel like this helps to amp up the spice in this a little bit more. And it's fantastic, you guys. Palo Santo on its own really doesn't speak to me the way that it speaks to a lot of people. I do think that it is a more relaxing spa zen type scent. Definitely a little bit incensey. But on its own, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't always do it for me. But when I paired it with this Cashmere Leaves, oh man, this is the combination right here. I think this is one of the more unique combinations that I came up with, and they really, really work well together. This is another one that, again, I think makes a great bedroom type scent. The apple in here definitely smells a little bit baked, so it does fall into that like gourmand that I typically don't like to do in bedroom settings. But because this really tones down that the sweetness and the apple, I feel like it just makes it really interesting smelling. This combination, if you have them both, you have to try them together. That was super, super great. Again, sorry about the snoring. He is just sawing a log over here. Perfectly content. All right, this combination here is for all of the gourmand lovers. So I love to pair a gourmand with a gourmand, and the Frightfully Delightful paired with the Make Me Snickerdoodle, just delicious. Okay, so Frightfully Delightful is a combination of pumpkin and peach, like kind of like a grilled peach. There is also whipped vanilla as well as brown sugar in the Frightfully Delightful. Now, the Make Me Snickerdoodle basically smells like a snickerdoodle. So this has notes of cookie dough, brown sugar, vanilla bean, and sugared cinnamon, of course. You have to have that. The brown sugar is really heavy in this, but I really like it. Sometimes I really like brown sugar, and sometimes I'm like, oh, it's a little too molassesy, which to me, like molasses and maple, they have to be very carefully done. Otherwise, it just gets very cloying to my nose very quickly. This is brown sugar done right. But man, this combined with the Frightfully Delightful, it's just fall cookie goodness. It smells so good. This would be perfect in the kitchen. This would be perfect in an entryway. Honestly, it's gonna smell like you are baking like a pumpkin loaf and some sugar cookies. It is so welcoming, so inviting. This is a beautiful combination together. I feel like there's not a whole lot to say about this one. They are just two yummy scents that when they come together, they create a whole new yummy scent, and I cannot speak highly enough about these two. Now my last combination. This one, again, I love both of these separately. Winterberry Apple Tea. This has been a love of mine ever since it was released, but I also really love their baked apple pie. Hold on one second. All right, sorry, my apologies, a little bit of a random coughing attack there. Let's get back to baked apple pie and Winterberry Apple Tea. So let's start with the baked apple pie. I typically pick up the bricks because I qualify for a half-priced item with my Scentsy club every 3 months. I love the fact that I can add these bricks in. A lot of times I'll go for like the vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie. In fact, I think I have sugar cookie coming to me this time around. But baked apple pie is also a frequent addition to the cart. Now, this apple pie is kind of interesting because it doesn't really have the crust note to my nose. This is more of that apple pie filling, but it is done really well. This is the type of apple pie filling that I like because it's heavy on the cinnamon. Now, this isn't a really spicy cinnamon. It's definitely more of that like bakery Ceylon cinnamon versus like red hot spicy cinnamon. I do wish this had a crust note. If this came with a crust note, it would be the perfect apple pie scent. Absolutely beautiful. I enjoy this on its own anyway, but I thought this would be really interesting to pair with Winterberry Apple Tea because this also has an apple in it. This also has cranberry as well as what they call a winter tea note, and this one is sweetened by honey. So what you get when you pair these two together is definitely another healthy dose of apple in this combination. But I really like the addition of the honey paired with that baked apple note. Ooh, that is fabulous together. Also, the addition of the cranberry gives it that like borderline almost like Christmas type vibe. And as I mentioned, your girl is, I am so ready for all of the tree scents at this point. I am just ready to take down all the fall stuff and put up my Christmas decor tomorrow, but I'm waiting until after my birthday. So at any rate, you guys, this combination together is really, really yummy. It smells edible. This is another fragrance that I think would be really lovely in a dining room, in a kitchen especially. This, I think, could even take you through the holidays as well. In fact, Winterberry Apple Tea will most certainly be in my holiday recommendations for you. This on its own is really, really lovely. This is another one that I also like to pair with like a sugar cookie. If I want to tone this one down just a touch, I will take vanilla bean buttercream or sugar cookie and pair it with Winterberry Apple Tea. And that's a beautiful combination together. I just love Winterberry Apple Tea. I think the reason that I love this one so much is it reminds me a lot of sweet plum pastry, which you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know how I felt about sweet plum pastry. But this combination together, if you have them both, I think you should definitely try them. So those are my 5 combinations for fall 2023. I cannot wait to see what Lisa comes up with and then try some of her blends as well. But I'm really excited to see what you guys think of some of these. If you happen to try them together, please come back and let me know your thoughts. And then in the comments down below, leave me maybe your top 2 Scentsy blends. If you can't think of combinations for the fall holiday will do. So get me inspired for the holidays. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the very best combinations in the comments down below. Be sure to check out Lisa's video. Again, it will be linked in the description box right below this video. If you are new here from Lisa's channel, I would love it if you would take the time to subscribe and stick around. If not, that's totally fine. Thank you for being here for this video. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.